people who go watch this eventually. I've said it repeatedly. May I look attention and may I try to get valid. May I try bus back.
Welcome back. Tanya Stephens recently explained a difficult time she had with a promoter who booked her for an event and then said she not relevant. It's a disrespect. Before I play the video though, police now name persons of interest in the killing of the Wellington family members. So the St. Catherine police have named several individuals as persons of interest in the murder of a couple and their son at Waterloo District, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The police say they believe the persons can assist with the investigation. Why the situation really sad, and when you look at the details, start your question where the family actually get themselves, you know, because based on the news, as them said, the mother got and them tie up the father and the son, the room or the place, ransack. So obviously, me that question them or a search for something. And you know this painful for the last victim, so obviously them not dash them with one time. Kind of good to the police, I'm actually find an angle already as I see them list persons of interest and them say the son torture, you know, it's like him go through it the most. So I don't know, maybe him do something and I can't say kids stay away from badness. Some people are commenting under the post on Instagram and say, oh, this lady not even go nowhere. From work to home, she stay far from trouble. Sorry, man, them farmer criminal and have no farmer chills. Such barbaric acts there.
If you get offended by me, I defend your right for not see me. You don't want to see me? Just scroll. You can't tell me if you disappear because you don't want to see me. It's easier for you like AI. It's easier for you come off of this. You see when you invite me to your yard? If you invite me to your yard, and when I come to your yard, you're not in hospitality. And then, when I left your yard, you fling me in front of some journalists and insist me tell them how I feel. I go tell them how I feel. I go tell them people not have no manners. Them people are not ready for host nobody yet. Stop invite people to your yard because you're not no manners. You're old nigga. You are all nigga and you're not no manners and you shouldn't invite nobody but other old nigga and non-manners people like yourself come. Stop trying to mix with decent people. Stop. That's it. There's no conversation we're supposed to have. We're not 5 years old. You have to know, say, you can't. First of all, I talk about logistics things. When I talk about logistics things, people don't understand logistics, not forgetting that conversation. Number one, X amount of way I come. From day one, nobody have no question as to whether I'm more on that way I come. Because I take more on that away. If you present the show, you take more than that. So, from day one, we had a discussion about rooms and they said, oh, no, we're under the sun. We can't possibly, we can't find another room. I compromise for reach there. I say, all right, you know what? It costs me to come there. You see, by the time I don't spend, I have to spend for rehearsal. I spend for paying everybody will work. I pay for me own bed and Airbnb, and Sharon pay for fair one. And Sharon never recoup her money. And me say, you should have recouped it. So, me know say, me need to figure back her money. Because I never fear business share, it shouldn't cost her. Right? Me make the decision for compromise and do the show. It shouldn't cost nobody will work for me. Because I don't feel them decision that. Right? I'm going to make the decision consciously to do it. But when we reach and somebody back after me and man to me, that have nothing to do with what we have written on paper. That, no, just civility. That costs nothing. That, you don't negotiate terms. You know, negotiate terms. For manners. How does that even sound? What that sound like? Tell me how the conversation is sound. And when we reach, somebody's going to have to deal with me like a human being. How you put that in one contract? Say somebody no bark after you and run you like dog. How you put in a contract say, I'm going to need to have somebody stand up on stage in case I have one wardrobe malfunction. So they can actually reach me. In case my titty fall out. And I don't notice. Somebody that the way in my corner we can come and grab it and fling it on back. How does it make sense that me stand up on stage and perform? And people up on the stage when I have nothing to do with me and my performance now, the technical enactment of the show, when I have nothing to do with nothing. They on the stage with stage passes. When me argue about stage pass for people who are actually technically useful to me. How? And when we talk about it, you're going to have somebody who is completely ignorant. Get up and make. Now, let me tell you something. I hear a lot of people that say I'm irrelevant all the time. And it matters not to me. Because most of the people that say that, mostly irrelevant to me. We don't have nothing to do with each other. We don't run into each other. We don't serve no purpose to each other. But one thing we do know, when I talk about them, Them, I talk about me. So if we ever look on relevance in the big picture, if we're going to look at this relevance matter, if we're going to measure up to each other, the fact say, you don't ever come up for me at all. The fact say, somebody tag me and send me sitting and show me sitting and I go look and never know who. And I wonder why the person I call me name come to know who that. The fact that I have to listen and read comments to know who. I mean, should we be having this relevance discussion? And why do I need to be relevant to a particular individual for me to have an opinion and my own experience? Why does my experience need to be valid by somebody who's not a part of my experience? So if I bought my toe and drop, me have to look around me and ask everybody around me if it's okay for me to talk about my toe and the bleeding and the buck of skin and the infection and the... Me have to look, me have to beg, excuse me, yo, is that right if I talk about my toe? You mind if I talk about my toe? Me can't talk about my toe? Is it okay for me to talk about my fucking buck toe? Me can talk now? Now that I realize that I drop and I broke my ass. I just bruise. I may have one little butter bruise. You know what all people get to when they wake up and see something like a purple spot and I don't know where it come from. Is it okay for me to say, I have one bruise? May I wonder, like, when is it okay now in the mind for people actually express their own opinions for their own self? When is it ever going to be okay? Jamaica, this is not alright, you know. You think this is about Tanya Stephens? You think me come here to talk because I like hear myself talk? Look here, me not shut up people for that, you know. Alright, when we come on internet can talk, some people feel like, and a lot of you have said it. I mean, I don't know if I know where they are, so but enough people will go watch this eventually. I've said it repeatedly. May I look attention, and may I try to get valid, may I try bust back. Bust back. Oh God, if you ever know how hard black people fight if you're not going to bust back. And me come out, you know, as one thinking black woman, I fight for bust back. Why would I do that? And I fight for bust back. I'm comfortable in my skin. And it's a good skin to be in. No 5 people what you rated a love for being in my skin. Understand that. Understand that. No 5 people what you think you rate, would I get anything for being in my skin? Me now have a very comfortable skin. Just think about it. Me have one catalog. When make people were disappointed by booking me, keep trying to book me. Me have one catalog of people where audience seem to like. Some of them say they love it. They don't have to love it, you know. Granted, nobody has to love it. People just seem to do. They love it. I have one catalog where I'm mostly responsible for. Me write. I write. I don't come from inside of you. I come from inside of somebody who sit down in one class. I don't come from inside of you. That's why we don't know each other. We don't have nothing in common. We don't have one point where we intersect. Ever. And if not for music, we don't know say each other exist. This is what the audience does when the audience keep trying to call for unity. You not try to unite some things when I go together. Nothing like oil and water. Oil and water make emulsion. Some things just don't blend. So, if me and you never woke up, no wait. What we need to talk about each other for? You see, if me enter politics, by all means, string me up that name, public servant. And then I'll be actually beholden to you because I work for you and you're my boss. You are the HR department. You're supposed to critique my performance. But me, I want to entertain her. I want to entertain her. I don't force myself. I don't volunteer for going to go perform. I don't volunteer for going to go perform. People reach out to my agent. A lot of people. And book me have various agents. With their Jamaica, we do that show there Jamaica, you know say, you have to go talk to Sharon Williams. Sharon Williams handle my business. More on this booking. She don't agree with everything I say. She make it very clear. So we not represent each other. Tango book stuff for me. Outside of Jamaica, if you come over here, so I'm there. Right now, I'm there Belgium. Claudio from Almighty One Productions. Can come here, I'm there with Trish from England. Claudio come from Italy. Trish come from England via Italy. If you go over in America, you go book up Robbie. If you go over Canada, you go book up Adrian Francis. Right? I'm talking to them people exclusively. You know, say, I have one work phone. I have an assistant man it. For avoid me having to talk to people. I don't really want to have 1,000,001 conversations per day. it's psychologically draining. And I don't want me filter because I can't handle all of the different emotions, the variety of emotions coming at me from all different angles all the time. So when you sit down in your one little space and you figure say you don't like somebody, and then you get up and say nobody don't like you, the only thing that's so like to me is you're saying you are nobody. Nobody don't like you. That sounds to me like you, the speaker, are the nobody of which you speak. As you as one individual cannot think, make sense. Like, all right, I don't need to defend myself. I really not need to defend myself. I don't feel no compulsion to defend myself. I don't feel like me at any, me not in a deficit where I need to append myself. I don't need to compliment myself. I don't need to do none of them something to myself. Me, in myself, I'm good. Me personally know I'm good. When I there Belgium, I do right now. Sure. When I been there Europe, I do. From before that show there, I'm be. Sure. Right? I show me do for a living. I sing for a living, I write for a living, I do show for a living. Come on, man, I don't know this. And you know, say me do show. So when you say like stupid things like that, it means that you just try to have an argument. You try to trace. And who you try to trace with me? You try to make me look bad by saying things so everybody knows I lie? You have to try harder than that, man. You can't say nobody no want see me because I do show. And I book people, I book me, and I pay them, I pay me. So why don't I do that? If they want to see me. Why don't I do that? Why don't I do that? And then I keep doing something where, you see, let's say I never put out no song in the last 20 years. Next year at 2024, and Gangsta Blues are turned 20 years old. Gangsta Blues, hands down, across the board, critically acclaimed. 2 years after that, I come back with Revolution. Again, hands down, across the board, critically acclaimed. How many artists make 2 critically acclaimed albums commercially successful in their entire career? Not many, you know. And then I come back and I do a few more we never even have no promotion or no real release. Still, underground classics. Still have songs come off of them when me not even release. And no promote and still have you singing for people because people want to hear them. Now, how you going to convince somebody like me where I live a life like that? So I'm not relevant. I'm relevant to people, I'm relevant too. And then I'm going here. That's why I'm only go wish back me get book. So if you see me perform somewhere on a stage where you think you have some kind of control over, then you must not have the control where you think you have because me did it. That means they didn't want me there. Because me not go places where me not want it. So it have to mean say I speak from a very weak position. For you, if you try to retroactively control my presence in one space where I'm already present in and gone already. And it means that the people who actually invite me there, they give a fuck about you because they never consult you. They never consult you to ask you what you think of this person coming or else you tell them no. And if then they think your word worth anything at all and you tell them no, then would have listen to you and never call me. And we would have been fine. Would have they were me there and them they were them there and we'd have fine. We'd have exist. We exist without each other. How much can you see me on that show there? How many times have you seen me on that show? We'd exist peacefully without each other. Like I said in my interview, you don't need me, I don't need you.